They call it music. 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 They call it. They call it music. 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 They call it
curious thing is, when
No, start over, we gotta ask a question.
You can roll
when we
off.
formed the JCNP, it wasn't never intended for none of us to run it.
So who was supposed to be in charge?
We supposed to select individual who would participate in no group, anything like that.
Neutral.
It'll be a neutral person who we all agreed on, and a professional person to run and manage the JCNP. And until that happened, Junkanoo ain't motivation. Because there's too much tribalism, and you always can believe that any decision that is made in favor of your organization or any organization that you align with. See, because Saxons and say One Love Vincent may be friends. So if I make a decision as chairman, and I was in the Saxon, and I see boys, that's why he doing that, you know. And the tribalism is there, and it's even be so even more so if anybody from any organization running it.
So what do you feel about the Mr. Ferguson, the present chairman of the JCNP, calling Junkanoo a business? How do you feel? Do you feel as if Junkanoo is a business, or is it just a fun pastime or a cultural event? Well, it is a cultural event, but
yeah, but calling it a business is one thing. Running it and exactly. See, like a business, that's to show you right now. And so what he's saying is one thing. On one hand, he's saying it's a business, but he have to go to work and everything. It is not being run like a business. You see, when I was chairman of the JCNP, I found out so quickly that I couldn't run this thing and come to work the next morning.
so JCNP chairman is a full-time job.
That's a full-time job, and I've noticed with interest when I founded the JCNP or helped found the JCNP, I was saying I was an acting chairman, and as soon as I moved up to saying, everybody became chairman because I only was acting as chairman until we selected someone to run the whole thing. You see?
Yeah.
You know, so, and to me, it's egos, you understand? Because whatever ideas you may have as far as running Junkanoo is concerned and everything, we had a board of directors set up that you could advise the chairman what you want him to do from what you don't want him to do. Things like that was in place. So it wasn't like, say, you was not going to be a part of the operation of the whole thing. You know, we was going to be the board of directors, and you just tell the chairman what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Okay, so JCNP, since you were one of the founders and one of the people of the inception, what is their responsibility? What are they responsible for?
The management and the running of the Junkanoo parades primarily was our first concern. Then eventually we were supposed to be responsible for Junkanoo in the entire Bahamas. Not just in Nassau, okay? You're right. We actually had to change our name because we couldn't take on the whole running of the Junkanoo in the Bahamas at first. Then we had to change it to Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence. We was the Junkanoo Corporation of the Bahamas at first, okay? But it was so big and broad, and we couldn't manage ourselves really. So, I can't put it no other way than to put it like this. To me, it's more like power play right now. Or I got to be in charge. And that's why we can't move right now. You know, as simple as that.
It's like government.
You know? Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it really is. You have some argument about it, but we spent a lot of time and sought a lot of advice formulating a plan and a constitution for the JCNP, which to me has never been adhered to. Nobody never went along with that program. Oh, and that it's sad. This is only regarding the progressive Junkanoo right now. The other thing that is affecting Junkanoo is the change in governance. Okay, you can sit down and discuss some issues and different things with, say, the current Minister of Culture. Some government you have 2 and 3 in 5 years. When this one go, he needed more than this situation, this one go, you understand what I'm saying? But we can't seem to be strong enough to say, okay, put this in writing, document this is law, so whoever else come into power can't change now. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more like whenever something else comes about, they have their own
No.
agenda in place, or they just continue whatever you're going to start all over again, basically.
One right now that I have a great issue with, whenever Mr. was there, he offered to assist us with getting land within the communities that the groups are from. Okay? He would have paid all the value. If you find a piece of land, $50,000 in your community, he would have paid for that. Government would have paid for that for you so you can stay in the community. The current minister now is saying that go Carmichael Road. All right? Government land. I have a problem with that simply because when I move with the community, I open up the community to what? Drug dealers?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Bar rooms.
Yeah.
You know, so leave me here, let me try, wait some, let me close down one or two of these friggin' bars.
Yeah.
Let me try and take over a basketball court.
Yeah.
But then you can send me down Michael Road.
You're saying everybody can
Michael Road, then you leaving it too.
Right.
You leaving the community and neighborhood too. So, you know, I don't mean to be disrespectful to the minister, I just disagree.
But isn't the current minister also the number follower for Michael Road?
You all right then?
No pun intended, minister. It's just common sense. It's very good talking to you, Mr. Gibson, because I mean, we've been going around a lot of places and trying to get feedback from different people and getting their views on Junkanoo, whether they'd like to see Junkanoo in the future. And a lot of people don't even have a clue. They just be like, man, I just want to rush or I just want to have fun. It's good to actually get some kind of insight where you'd like to see it going.
Right.
Me personally, I'd like to see Junkanoo manifest into more than just a 2-day parade, more into like a whole month of activities, like whole January, December through January. And it'll be junior Junkanoo, it'll be crafts, it'll be like JCMP now having the dollar guns and I'll be involved and so forth. So everything will be encompasses and then be all Junkanoo. You ever notice that the radio stations only play Junkanoo 2 weeks before Junkanoo?
Exactly, but I mean, we got a very long way to go. One of the things we're trying to do right now, I mean, me, Camilo, Trust Football, Order, is study the various festivals that they have, like Trinidad, Brazil, and all those places, right? And then what we're trying to do is see where they go and where they are, and see what we can do now to push us forward. Because actually they're making money on this. So they took the giant step forward. Okay? I know they had a problem in Brazil when they decided that they can build a Samba Dome and they go in, they can make it put it in the stadium. Some people didn't want, just like us here, I didn't want to come off Bay Street. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, y'all stay right there. But be going over here. But their groups now receive anywhere from $2 to $5 million a year to produce the parade.
Okay, so Mr. Gibson, let me cut you off.
You know,
but let me ask you this question. Do you feel as if we have to take Bay Street off Bay Street to make money off it? Or what would we have to do to actually make money off this parade instead of spending so much money on it?
Bay Street is what we call a street parade right now. So that will have to change.
So let's do a street parade.
That's a street parade.
Then we have a contested parade.
Right, we can build a stadium. The only thing I see, the issue I see right now is whether it can be oval or it can be a straight line, and you pay to come and see the parade here. But nothing is going to stop us from having the street parades. Okay, I feel you need to have a street parade. We got 24 groups in now, so you can have 24 parades. Because you get nothing stopping you from having your parade in each one of your communities, etc., etc. Get the street parades, and you go down Bay Street. You know, I understand the tradition and the culture and everything. Nobody interfering with that, you know. But when you look at the amount of time, money, and energy that we put into this whole parade, what it is, I think a big group got 50 minutes on Bay Street. Okay? I spend $50,000 to get on Bay Street, and it costs me $1,000 a minute. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but you know, so that's what it translates to, man. You understand? So now, for the rest of the year, they're supposed to make this money back from. How are you supposed to get this money? You know, so we really need to sit down and just get to the bottom of this thing, get some understanding going, and move. Okay? There's a need for us to have more parades, I agree. From the inception of the JCMD, one of the things we were trying to do is do what we call a car parade, where You don't do the traditional Junkanoo because of the heat, the summer, the rain. You do it on the cloth. Now, could you imagine? I think we've been in existence 7 years. By now, how many seamstress, tailors, and different things we had in this country just producing costumes? We could have been selling costumes, right? Okay? But these just some of the things, man. And, I mean, kudos to the dollar cancer, but my gracious. That's all we can do, make dogs. You know? We could be doing so many other things and putting our people to wait. It's a serious issue and a serious problem with me, the baby boy.
It's interesting. You mentioned the stadium. You know the Chinese paying for our national stadium at the time. How would you feel about the Chinese sponsoring the Junkanoo Stadium? And the reason I laugh is because you know they're producing all the costumes too.
Right. But I don't even think we need the Chinese assistance with that, because the stadium don't even have to be all built at one time. You know, we can start saying that we can, in the 2 years, we can have enough seating for say 4,000, 5,000 people that we can sell. The rest is standing room only. As time go on, we just keep adding, building, and then moving right along. Okay, but we can do it ourselves. I feel confident about that. Okay. And the big government pushing us, they look like they want us to do it ourselves, but they have to kick in. I heard the minister saying just recently that he was able to reduce the budget for Junkanoo from 2 million to 1 million. Like I said earlier, in Brazil, and I don't see much difference except for the size of their costume, they're getting 2 million per group, minimum. Okay, up to 5 million. The interesting thing too, they don't call their shack, their shack. They call them schools. Okay?
Universities.
They call them schools. Okay, you go there, you learn to dance, and that's another thing I noticed, they ain't got no vulgarity. Okay? They dancing. They actually dancing. But where they learn to dance? In the schools. They playing music. Where they learn to play music? In the schools. So that's where we need to go.
So it's an entire industry.
It's an industry. And like, for some reason, they holding us. You know, I draw the illustration the other day, and not to belittle the straw vendors in no which way, shape, or form. Right now today, we can't pay prize money for the groups who participated in the recent parade simply because we didn't make sufficient money, right? 7 straw vendors went away to New York, got into some problems, and government found $139,000 to help them. Okay? We got what 10,000 people participating in Junkanoo, and we can't even get the prize money. Government can't find $100,000 for us. It just ain't adding up to me. Same day, it just don't add up. You know?
Yeah.
You know, it just don't add up. 7 people can get $189,000. What the insurance company name would crash?
Pico.
They could pay them off. You understand what I'm saying? Man, come on, man. Something right. But it's an industry. It's putting people to wait. That I don't understand.
Mr. Gibson, it seems to me like we gotta actually, like I said, put our foot forward, because we gotta do this. Right. We wait on government or the powers that be. It seems like things nothing will get done. And my motto is the hardest thing is always to get started with anything you do. But you really encouraged me today, and I want to encourage all my viewers out there to really try and see what we can do to carry Junkanoo forward instead of just saying, oh, Labor Day coming again, my little outfit for Labor Day. But you know, when you speak about the cloth outfits, when you look at the ladies in Junkanoo today, the sections, the choreographed sections, the amount of effort and time they put into those outfits and other forms of costuming, that's the industry in itself.
Yes, exactly.
So we can do it for Labor Day, Youth March, and so forth, street parades. We can definitely do it for, let's say, One Love have a awareness. Why don't we bring Gumbe back? How the Junkanoo Gumbe? You worry about Junkanoo and Joan. Right. What happened to Gumbe? What happened to good old Gumbe? Well, Junkanoo and Joan is only a myth and a microcosm of what
it's a memory.
Gumbe used to be. They don't have to be downtown. That's my 5 cents. I mean, this ain't 5 cents, but that's how I feel about it. How do you feel about that?
But I agree wholeheartedly. Let me tell you something. I agree wholeheartedly with you, because what I see is a level of professionalism and professional people being involved full-time in Junkanoo. Okay? There's no reason why right now today Not tonight, not tomorrow night. I mean, the best thing we got going in Junkanoo right now is the Marina Village Group, right? Ain't no reason why every hotel, morning, noon, and night, shouldn't have a Junkanoo group in there performing professionally at some point during the course of a 24-hour period in that hotel. It should be, okay? There's no reason why we can't produce the costumes, produce a proper show, half hour, 20 minutes, whatever you want. And that's something that's happening every day in every hotel in this country, no matter how big or how small. What's the job?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because in my travels I've been to many resorts where the creative or the craft people would actually be a part of the staff and they would actually show people how to create the craft, have a class, show them how to create the costume, make them be a part of the costume, make them be a part of the parade, and actually have them participate in the festival at the end of the day.
And certain festivals right now you have, I mean, if you want to go to Trinidad, what, next year? You go online and buy a costume right now. Okay? Yeah, we have our street parade, and that's it, right? But suppose the tourists want to participate in a costume. You know, so that's what I tell you. I don't know what's going on. That one is frustrating.
It's interesting you mentioned the tourist part because I've been to many street parades where I'm actually seeing Junkanoo is actually, it hurts my heart. I've actually seen Junkanoo is push the tourists away instead of embracing the tourism and asking them to participate or become a part of the actual parade. It's a mental thing. We have to change our whole mental thinking and start thinking in terms of
but
really tearing this out to the world.
Not so much that pushing them away is because that's why the parades now are so congested, because we haven't been able to give people the vision so they can see, hey, I need to go over there. You understand what I'm saying? I got 2 blocks, we got 2 blocks spared off for a whole week, and I can participate with the tourists and make some money out here. I don't need to go downtown and get mashed up with them big hogs. You understand what I'm saying? I can be doing something else. But you know what out there? So basically just getting more congested. You understand what I'm saying? That's my dollar.
That's my beat.
That's my beat.
We have a new name today, folks. That's our beat.
Junkanoo beat.
Junkanoo.
Right.
Mr. Gibson, it pains me sometimes when I talk about Junkanoo because I tend to get a bit passionate about it. But when you speak about the government and their role, I tend to cringe when people start to talk about the government needs to do this, especially when they call Mr. Burnside show Junkanoo Talks, and you want to wish Mr. Burnside to get well soon. The first thing most callers call and they say is the government needs to do this and the government needs to do that. But technically speaking, a lot of the people in government don't rush. They have no idea what we go through as Junkanooers. They don't know what it takes to carry a group abroad. They don't know what it is to carry a Junkanoo group to Bay Street. Yeah, our minister says he's a Junkanoo man, but that's only one person. It's the permanent secretary. There's so many other people involved in the Ministry of Culture. Need to wake up. I can say what it needs to be said. They need to wake up. There was a presentation at the National Art Gallery 3 weeks ago. You know how people showed up? None. The presentation was about Junkanoo from start to finish. Costuming, the drumming, the whole gamut. And there was nobody there. When we went there, the presentation, person even left. That's sad. So people, come on, man. We need to get our act together, get out there and do more, because we can't rely on the government to do everything for us. How you feel about that?
I agree with you wholeheartedly that that's why the JCNB was formed, because we didn't want to rely on government to do everything for us, okay? But in my walk through life under Junkanoo, you know what the problem is? They don't believe in us.
We don't believe in ourselves.
No, they don't believe in us. Okay? We believe in ourselves. Okay? I wouldn't have made the commitment for probably 3/4 of my life into Junkanoo if I didn't believe in myself. But they don't believe in us, and that's a part of the problem. Okay? It's like, because I guess they got the sheepskin and we got the goat skin on the wall. You know? I'm serious. And the sheepskin come from a foreign. I'm right here. You understand what I'm saying? With my degree, which happened to be a goat skin, mind you, ain't no sheepskin. Because of that, I don't know nothing, or we don't know anything. You understand? But it's a serious part of our culture. I mean, if it wasn't for Junkanoo, I may have been where I am in life today. Because of the discipline, what I learned, the interaction I had with people, etc. You know, it's a wonderful tool that our forefathers gave to us, and we just cast it and letting the swine trample on it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I don't care how they try to put it. Okay? And I put it in my way, in my simple way. Alright, now you can get somebody to come with all the fancy words and the dressing up and the this and that and put on it, but that's what it is.
Do you think our politicians and the power of the be? Well, that's our final question. That's our final question. Do you think that the powers that be, do you think that they will ever get it? Or will it take for someone from abroad to come and say, look here, I'll give you $1 million if you teach me how to do this thing, I'll carry it to the world. Is that going to happen, or are we going to do it ourselves?
We can do it ourselves, but they can get it. But, you know, we need to sort of cut out the tribalism and Junkanoo now. You know, we need to teach and get people to understand, hey, history is one thing. You know, one of the things I always try to use, I say, man, you see when them guys finish basketball, baseball, I beat you, I shaking your hand after the game over. You understand? And we need, see, if we could get the leaders together, teach that message to them, show them this is what we want, so it can filter down. And once we can get that tribalism out of the way, we can get it. We can get it. And so, and that's what I'm trying to say too. Sometimes it may take, you only need to focus on one thing at a time. You know, let's try to get the tribalism out of the way. Let's take a couple months and that's all it is, work together, let's try to teach each other this is how you can do this is how we can greet each other. And then, alright, boom, lesson one finished. You might get smart enough we can do 2 one time. Yeah, 2 degrees one time. Okay, so that's what we need to do, man.
Alright. Thank you, Mr. Gibson. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and trust me, we will be back because this is a wealth of knowledge. This is like what top class say about Jackson. This is a Junkanoo encyclopedia right here, folks.
Great.
Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.
Alright, and Jackson, man, I heard you got about that bad, eh? He needs you.